Mom secretly placed me in a basket. She then leaped into the water because she was a mermaid. To keep the fisherman from noticing me, she smiled and waved at him on purpose. The fisherman was instantly mesmerized. He waved back at her, but his boat crashed straight into the rocks. When Mom swam back to where I had been, I was already gone. She saw me being carried away on a small boat, watching the direction I drifted off to. She cried tears of sorrow. Just at that moment, my crying woke up a couple on the boat. They walked to the stern and found me wrapped up in a fishing net. They believed I was a gift from heaven, so they decided to adopt me. 15 years later, I had grown up. I always had an unusually strong craving for water. I had to drink a lot of water every day, and my fingers would occasionally give off electric sparks. One day, a friend noticed scales growing on my hand. I scrubbed desperately trying to wash them off, but it was no use. I was afraid I was some kind of monster. Just as I was filled with confusion, the scales suddenly vanished. I told myself it must have been a hallucination that night after I finished drinking water. The bottle seemed to stick to my hand as if under a spell. I kicked the bottle away, but my palm ended up pressed against the wall. My adoptive parents heard the noise and came upstairs. They were stunned to find me hanging upside down from the ceiling. They were terrified and took me to the hospital for an examination. The doctor said everything about my body was completely normal. The next day I entered a swimming competition. My speed was astonishingly fast, with my girlfriend cheering me on. I was the first to cross the finish line and broke the national record. Just as I was celebrating in excitement, fins suddenly sprouted from my arms. The audience quickly noticed the change in me. I grabbed onto a power cable, and the entire venue went dark instantly, taking advantage of the chaos. I slipped away and escaped. To get to the bottom of the truth about the scales, I turned to my friend for help. After some investigation, what he found appeared to be fish scales. To test the theory, I tried talking to some fish. To my surprise, the fish actually leaped out of the water. My friend suspected I was a descendant of a mermaid. My mind went completely blank. I couldn't bring myself to accept that, and I jumped straight into the ocean. When I made it back to shore, my body transformed again. Fins grew out of my arms, and my legs fused into a fishtail. As bad luck would have it, I was caught by that same fisherman from years ago. He thought I was worth a fortune. I was so desperate, I felt ice cold all over. Right at that moment, my mermaid mother came rushing to my rescue. The fisherman spotted her and immediately cast out his net, trapping Mom inside it. At that critical moment, my friend grabbed a knife and jumped into the water. He cut through the net with the blade. The fisherman hauled the net in with all his strength, only to find it completely empty. Suddenly, the net broke loose, entangled around my friend's legs, pinning him tightly. He slowly began to sink toward the ocean floor. I plunged into the water and swam toward shore with my friend in my arms. My friend had already lost consciousness. I released an electric current from my palms, like a defibrillator. It jolted him back to life. The fisherman finally realized his wrongdoing and gave up on catching mermaids. I said goodbye to my adoptive parents, leaped into the ocean, and returned to my mother's side.